What up? 大家好，我是索啦。We're back for another episode of Cypher Blast. On this episode, we have a video for one of my favorite rappers. His name is Logic. And in this video, he is also pairing up with Eminem. Most of you probably already know this song, Homicide. Do you know anything about Logic at all?
我有看过他的 freestyle 啊。
His freestyle is pretty dope. I saw a freestyle of him where he was solving a Rubik's Cube and freestyling with his eyes closed.
Right, get it
It was wild, man. But Logic, he's biracial. He's half black, half white, and a lot of people gave him a lot of shit whenever he was coming up, because at the time, you know, rap didn't really have a lot of white rappers. And he was kind of like, no, motherfucker, I'm half black too, so give me a pass. They gave him a lot of shit. We've done an episode on Eminem before.
One fight even saw a student beat him up so badly in the bathroom that it put his ass in the hospital for an entire week.
So all his history, if you want to learn more about his history and all the cool shit he's done, check out the video down below. We have this thing where every episode we introduce a rapper's real name. Their real names are so bourgeoisie, so bougie. Bougie is just like, you almost say a gay pie. You almost be like, did someone make up these names for them? Eminem is Marshall Bruce Mathers III.
Sounds like cartoon character. Yeah, some prince. That prince.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm Sir Marshall Bruce Mathers III.
The third.
Who's Slim Shady? No, I'm the real Slim Shady. The third Slim Shady. What's Logic's real name? You ready for it?
Yeah.
Sir Robert Bryson Hall II.
What?
Sir as in a knight.
Yeah, sounds like a knight.
Sir Robert Bryson Hall II.
You know, sounds like that from the Game of Thrones.
I'm Sir Robert Bryson Hall II.
That's
Sir Robert,
yeah.
how is your logic? And the thing is Logic, he always says, I'm killing this shit. I'm killing this shit. I'm killing this shit. I'm slaying it with Excalibur. So we have two royalties in this episode.
Yeah.
We have a Sir Robert II and we have a Bruce Mathers III. But real talk, these guys are both dope rappers. Logic has since retired. He retired early this year and he now just plays video games on Twitch, like live stream. That's his thing.
Oh, 真的啊?
Yeah.
那如果他打输，他就可以那个 freestyle 别人。
Actually, he has. You remember that one we did where we had Dax and MGK doing the What's Poppin' remix?
Yeah.
Logic was in that one as well. And on one of his live streams, he actually was showing people his rhyme writing process live.
I get it back to back to back to platinum, plaque to plaque to plaque. Oh, that's hard.
It was really cool.
Oh.
So the thing about Logic and Eminem is their style is very lyrical. They use a lot of metaphors, a lot of references to pop culture, to science, to technology. That makes you be like, holy f***, how did they even come up with this shit to create a diss? And actually the theme of this song is they are dissing all the new generation rappers, all the mumble rappers, all the fake ass rappers. They're going after them. So they're saying, that's why we're calling it a homicide, a 187. Like, we're gonna murder you guys with these rhymes. So this track was one of the biggest tunes of 2019.
Yep.
And as we always say, we need to remind you, 我们会挑最凶的、最屌的 bars 给你们。但是 we can only play 4 seconds at a time. Alright, so let's get straight into it with Logic and Eminem with Homicide.
Fuck that, Bobby feeling villainous, he killing this. I'm coming for your man and his lady, and even a baby. I'm feeling like I'm chicken.
Alright, so here we go. He says, Bobby feeling villainous, he killing this. Villainous, so he's, I'm feeling villainous, I feel like a white. He killing this. Bobby is his name, right? His name is Robert. He has this alter ego, he calls himself Bobby, because Bobby is short for Robert.
Oh, okay.
So anytime you hear someone called Bobby, their full name is usually Robert. So he says, I'm killing this. Killing this just means I'm destroying shit.
我在做坏事。
没有，不是做坏事. It's like, damn, did you hear DJ blah 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 last night? He fucking killed it. We talked about murdered in our 嘻哈英文, right? Like killing is the same thing. It just means 你做得很凶，可以这样说吗？
可以可以。
Yeah, 做得很棒，做得很好。
Okay.
He killing this. I'm coming for your man and his lady, and even a baby. I'm feeling like I'm chicken, Slim Shady with ravens.
So because before he said, I'm villainous, I'm killing this. Now he says, I'm coming for your man, his lady, and even the baby. He says, I'm gonna do the most gangster, most ridiculous shit. I'm coming for your whole family with my rhymes.
Okay.
And he's likening it to gangster shit.
I'm feeling like I'm chicken, Slim Shady with rabies.
So in this, he is now giving a reference to Eminem. He says, I'm feeling like I'm chicka Slim Shady with rabies. So Slim Shady is the alter ego of Eminem. And Slim Shady, that ego is known for just fucking destroying people. Like call by people, he's called by the president, political figures, other celebrities. Like the Slim Shady alter ego is like the Huayren of Eminem's alter egos. So he is referencing Slim Shady, but he says, you know how Slim Shady, it's I'm Slim Shady with rabies. Some dogs who are like on the street, if they bite you, you get that infection. In English, it's called rabies.
Rabies.
So he's like, I'm like Slim Shady with rabies. I'm feeling
like I'm chicken Slim Shady with rabies. I'm foaming at the mouth, ain't nobody taking me out.
Then in the next line he says, I'm foaming at the mouth, ain't nobody taking me out. So he's kind of continuing the rabies thing. Foaming at the mouth, because a dog with rabies, you can usually see him on the street. And usually there's nothing you can do with the dog. You have to put him down.
Yeah.
So he says, I'm foaming at the mouth, I'm ready to bite somebody, and can't nobody take me out.
I got bitches, I got hoes, I got rare designer clothes. No, we ain't fucking with that.
Oh, and this one he's taking a shot at the mumble rappers. He says, I got bitches, I got hoes, I got rare designer clothes. And when he says it, it's an auto-tune. So he's just making fun of all these new generation rappers who just sing about the same thing.
Okay.
And then the next part he says, no, we ain't fucking with that.
No, we ain't fucking with that. Yeah, there's a time and a place, but if you ain't coming with the illest of raps.
Yeah, there's a time and a place, but if you ain't coming with the illest of raps,
calling yourself the greatest alive, then you don't deserve to do that.
Calling yourself the greatest alive. So what he's saying is like, yeah, of course, when you do rap, you gotta have at least But if you're gonna make those kind of rhymes, don't say you're the greatest alive. Everybody does that. This is最基本的.
Then you don't deserve to do that. No, please do not do that. You gon' get smacked.
Then in the next part he says, then you don't deserve to do that. Oh, no, please don't do that. So what he's saying is like, if you're gonna do this, you haven't earned the respect to call yourself the greatest. But if you're gonna do that, you're gonna set me off. I'm gonna come after you. I'm coming for you.
如果你这样讲，就会让我生气，我就来找你麻烦。
Then Eminem.
Young Hova, I know hitters like Yankees. Gun toters that pull triggers like crazy. Unloaded.
Eminem comes hard with the metaphors.
Yeah?
He says, young Hova, I know hitters like Yankees. Gun toters that pull triggers like crazy. So young Hova is a reference to Jay-Z's alter ego known as Young Hova. Now they're representing everybody's alter egos with each other. People that they respect. Young Hova is Jay-Z's alter ego whenever he's talking business. Anyway, everyone says Jay-Z's a really good businessman. And he says, I know hitters like Yankees. The New York Yankees, right?
Yeah.
And the Yankees are famous for what's called no-hitters. So when he says he knows hitters, it's a double entendre. He's saying no-hitter, meaning like Yankees, but I was saying I know hitters, meaning I know hitmen. So it's a play on words. A hitter is a hitman. It's like send them hitters on them, man. I mean, I know some people who can take you out.
Gun toters that pull triggers like crazy.
Then he says gun toters that pull triggers like crazy. A gun toter is just people who carry guns.
Gun toters that pull triggers like crazy. Unloaded. Leave you shot up in your rover, your body goes limp and slumps over.
And then he continues it. He says unloading, leaving you shot up in your rover. Your body goes limp and slumps over. Unloading means unload the clip. When they shoot, it's not boop boop, it's ba 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 ba, click 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 click.
就是把弹夹都射完了。
对. And he says in your rover. This is where he starts the wordplay. So rover is usually a Range Rover type of car.
Yeah.
A type of car that lots of rappers like to drive for status.
Oh.
So then he says your body goes limp and slumps over because whenever you unload the clips, like right?
Okay.
So it goes limp and slumps over. Then he continues it.
Hold up, I said rover because now your rover is red like Red Rover, so you know what I meant.
He says, hold up, I said rover because now your rover is red. Like Red Rover, so you know what I meant. So he's like, hold up, because I think you're too dumb to understand, so I'll clarify. I said rover, like your rover is red, meaning it's red because it's covered in blood. But then he says, like Red Rover, so you know what I meant. Red Rover is a popular game that kids play. And what they do is you get a line of kids, they link arms, and they say, Red Rover, let Sona come over. And then maybe the person will try to run and try to break the chain. And if they break the chain, they get to take those two people with them. But if they don't break the chain, they get pushed back to the other side. So what he's saying, I'm breaking through your mentality. I'm breaking through your mindset. Everything you believe about yourself, I'm breaking through. Then he continues with it.
But I roll over my opponents instead, making dog sounds, cause I gotta keep breaking these bars down.
But I roll over my opponents instead, making dog sounds cause I gotta keep breaking these bars down. When he says, I roll over my opponents instead, now he is referencing Suge Knight. Suge Knight is the president of Death Row Records.
Oh.
Remember that I told you about the story about Suge Knight ran over these two dudes?
Oh,
and he ran over?
Yes,
Yes. So, Suge Knight at that time, reporters reported wrong. He was driving a red car, it was a red Ford something, but they reported as a red Range Rover. So now he's saying, I roll over my opponents like Suge Knight. Right? And what's the point of playing Red Rover is you run through your opponents and you break their chain.
Instead, making dog sounds, cause I gotta keep breaking these bars down.
But then he says, making dog sounds cause I gotta keep breaking these bars down. So he's saying like, because Rover is also a popular name for a dog in America. Like you have Spike or Rover. It's a very stereotypical name for a dog. And he's also poking fun because a lot of mumble rappers go, "Roof, skirt, like do that stupid ad-libs, right? So now he's making fun of him saying, oh, the only way you're gonna understand it is if I add a roof to make fun of you. And then of course he says, cause I gotta keep breaking these bars down. It's like, 我要跟你讲清楚我的意思，因为你太笨，你搞不懂。
我觉得他这很厉害耶，
真的很厉害，
超强的，一直嘴，一直嘴。
I'll go slow for the speds, but when I go like the Doberman said, I still think the roof would go over your head.
Then, in the final wrap up, he says, I'll go slow for you, speds. He's saying, I'll break it down for you even more. Sped, S-P-E-D-S, special education, meaning
特殊教育。
Yeah. So he's calling them special ed. He says, I'll go slow for the speds, but when I go roof, like a Doberman said. Now he's saying roof like a dog. Dogs in America, our dogs go roof. Your dogs go wang wang. In America, like a Doberman, he goes roof.
I still think the roof would go over your head.
And he says, I still think the roof would go over your head. So now he's saying, even if I add in the dog ad-libs for you to try and get it, the roof will still go over your head. Because you won't get it. But a roof is also uting, right? So the roof goes over your head, but it goes over your head. And if it's over your head, because you're a dog in a doghouse.
对，这双重意义耶。
Dude, the dude just fucking, whatever he goes after you. Like, he's not fucking playing around.
这很厉害耶。
He's just not playing around, dude. 12 lines just to fuck you up. Seriously.
哎，被他嘴到这没办法哎。
That's why I think MGK was like, man.
算了啦。
It's the caterpillars coming to get the cannabis. I'm looking for the smoke, but you motherfuckers are scattering, battering everything, and I've had it with the inadequate.
So in this next part, I really like this one. It says, I'm looking for the smoke, but you motherfuckers are scattering.
Battering everything, and I've had it with the inadequate.
Battering everything, and I've had it with the inadequate. So do you know what smoke is?
烟。
Yeah.
不是吗？梦。
Because things evolve. Before we talk about beef. Now, smoke is kind of the new version of beef. In English, we have a phrase where there's smoke, there's fire. If you see smoke, that means there's fire. Right? So when you say, hey, you want the smoke? It's like, man, we'll fucking go. It's a gun battle. You want to fight? 你要吵架吗？你要 battle 吗？ So it's like, oh, let's say you say some shit. You bringing the smoke, huh? You bringing the smoke.
So I'm looking for the smoke, but you motherfuckers are scattering.
So when he says, I'm looking for the smoke, but you motherfuckers are scattering. So what he's saying is, I'm looking for the smoke where you guys are talking all your shit. But as soon as I come in, you guys just scatter because I'm the one who's bringing the fire. Scatter means 散开.
散开了。
Yeah, it's like you guys all run away like roaches.
我想要来找麻烦，你就跑了。
对，都跑掉了。
Battering everything, and I've had it with the inadequate.
And then he says, battering everything, I've had it with the inadequate. So battering means to destroy. Batter means to just, it's die. The SWAT team, they have a battering ram, like a
好撞门。
So when he says you're battering everything, I've had it with the inadequate. What he's saying is all you rappers, you're destroying hip hop. You're saying all this shit. 你们跟不上. Inadequate means 能力不够. 你真的不够厉害啊. You're saying you're the greatest. You're saying you're all this shit, but really you're whack as fuck. So now I gotta come out of retirement and fuck you guys up because you're annoying me. So for me, I feel like Eminem destroyed this. Like, hardcore, he destroyed. Like Logic is good. He's got his metaphors and he's got his wordplay, but Eminem is just an OG, man.
对啊 ，Eminem 我觉得Logic 差很大呢。
差很多。
很厉害啊 ，Eminem 比Logic那个 metaphor 差很多。
Well, I think it's because Eminem reads the dictionary for fun. You know what I mean? We talked about it. We broke it down in that episode. Like, the dude used to read the dictionary because his whole philosophy is like, if I'm gonna be a better rapper, I wanna have every tool in my arsenal. The dictionary is my armory. These words are my weapons. So he would read the dictionary, dude. And there was an interview where he even said, when I write raps, I try to write shit that's so hard to understand that you guys have to do research to figure out what the f I'm talking about.
I want to be able to have all these words at my disposal in my vocabulary at all times whenever I need to pull them out.
So I really like Eminem on this one. And I do like Logic. He came hard on this one with the fast rap. But Eminem is just, he's the GOAT in this one, man. He's like, he seriously came hard with it.
Yeah.
But let us know in the comments down below 哪一个 rapper 你觉得是最厉害的? Also, let us know which bar you like the most in the comments down below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace!